Hey guys, it's Dad. Just been reflecting a lot lately. As you guys know, been kind of working through a few things, trying to figure out where I'm at in life and what I've done well, what I've done wrong, and all that kind of stuff. One of the things I feel like I've maybe let you guys down a bit, I guess, is on just teaching you some important lessons in life, important little I don't even know what to call them, little sort of markers in life, things to help keep you on the right path, if you will. So I thought, well, sometimes it's hard to just sit down and say, hey, we're gonna have a talk about important life stuff. It doesn't work so well. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll try making a few videos and just put them on YouTube. You guys can watch them when you want. If you want, you can go back and watch them again. So yeah, just gonna give that a shot here, and also, I mean, not that I want to just keep it on the web. I'd love to talk to you guys about this stuff. So if you are thinking, yeah, okay, let's have a conversation, I mean, just let me know. I'd love to do that. So the first one I want to talk about is the concept of love, because there's a couple of reasons. One is it's kind of central to everything else, honestly, in life. It's the starting point, really, of understanding why we're here and what we're doing and all that. And also because it's just right. These days, there's some really, really wonky ideas, unhealthy, unloving, in fact, ideas about love going around. And they're very, very popular. So that's a good place to start. So the greatest example of love we've got in history is obviously the person of Jesus himself. And he had one of the most difficult, challenging definitions of love ever. And that's why the world does not like his definition of love, because it's too hard, frankly. So he talked about loving, your family, friends, neighbors. That stuff's easy. Loving strangers, okay, that's getting a little bit more difficult, maybe a little different. Loving enemies, okay, that's hard, obviously. But the key thing is there's a concept of love that's going around these days that really just ties it directly to your emotions. If you're having a positive emotional state towards someone, then you're experiencing love toward that person, right? That the two are kind of the same thing. But you probably don't have a positive emotional state toward a stranger. You probably don't have any emotion toward a stranger. You don't know them, right? From a hole in the ground. How can you love them when you don't know them? Or your enemy, definitely not going to have strong emotional states toward your enemy. That'd be very strange to have positive emotional state toward your enemy, and yet we're called to love them. We should love them. This is the highest definition, the highest standard of love that there is. It's definitely not the world's standard. So first of all, then that should ask the question: well, what do we mean by love? What is it? Because obviously, what the world's telling you it is, and versus what Jesus is telling you it is, in other words, what it is are different. The right understanding, proper concept of love, it combines two things. It combines truth and kindness, and you can't have it without both. And that's really the important thing. Is you got to have both. Now, there's a time in history when truth was the big emphasis, and it was all about truth, and we got to emphasize the truth, and you got to discover truth, scientific area and all that stuff. And kindness, the emotional stuff that was sort of thrown to the side. It's like, well, if you happen to have it, that's great, whatever, but it's all about the truth. Now, that was not a healthy time in history. The problem, though, in our present time is it's swung the other direction. So it's all about the kindness side of it. It's all about the feel-good side of it. It's all about the, affirming others and supporting others and being compassionate and whatnot to others. Again, none of that's bad, but it's a problem when it's in the absence of truth, right? Then it's a problem. Then it's not love anymore. So I'm going to link to a video on the bottom that I want you guys to watch. I think it's kind of an amusing one. It's called "It's Not About the Nail," and so you'll see in that video an example of when someone's focused on the kindness side and not the love side. But I want to give another example that you guys should be able to relate to pretty well, which is all about mom's health. I mean, can you imagine if back when mom first went to the doctor and the doctor noticed something was wrong with the heart? If the doctor was emphasizing kindness over truth, the doctor probably would have thought, wow, if I say there's something wrong with her heart, that's going to cause her anxiety, it's going to cause her fear, maybe panic, just a whole bunch of negative emotional stuff. And we don't want negative emotional stuff. That's not good. That's not loving of me to do something that would cause someone else a negative emotional experience. So I'm going to throw truth out completely and just not tell her that fact. I'm just going to say, hey, yeah, it's all great, looks good, you're healthy as can be, life's grand. Never got her any medicine, never got her the surgery she needed. Reality is she probably wouldn't be here today. She wouldn't be with us today. Almost certainly, actually, wouldn't be with us today. That's not love. That's not love. It might be kind in the moment. It's a short term, gives you a positive feeling right here and now. But without the truth part, that's not love. That is not love. It cannot be love. So I want you guys to think about that as one thing. I've got a bunch of other ideas. I figured I'll make little videos now and then. I don't know how often. Whatever. I'll figure that out. And again, I'd love to chat with you guys about it. These are important topics. But yes, the first one then is love. Is this concept of love, and are we going to? It gives you a choice. It's a tough choice. Are you going to go with the world's way of understanding love, where it's all about the kindness, all about making people feel good and affirming them, and positive emotions, and that's all it's about. And to heck with truth, or we make our own truth. That's going to be a subject of another video down the road. Or are we going to do the much harder work and the much more fulfilling, deeper, profound sort of love that God tells us about, where there's both the truth and the kindness side. They're both playing together. So that's the first one. Yeah, think about it. Let's chat.